This is the 1 month overview reading for XRP throughout the month of July 2022. It's currently June 30th, 2022, 10:43 p.m. The overall theme and behavior for the month of July is sideways rotation along a support level. We move higher, meet resistance, and then come back down to that support level. Then it looks like coming out of that second time that we're rotating sideways along support towards the end of the month, there's a higher high like into August. Behavior off of the high is going to be a notable decline. It's going to mark the end of a rally with a sharp decline through an important support level. And then the low for the month is going to mark the beginning of a rally. And that'll be a rally, at least on a 1 month chart, possibly on like a year-to-date chart. So on the first, we have our first prominent trough or low. There's a swing trade opportunity, and behavior for the majority of that day is going to be bumping along resistance levels. There's one local low, and out of that low, there's a sudden move, or a sharp move to the upside, I should say. On the second, we have multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. On the third, we have one local high. By local high, I mean if you're looking at a one-day chart of the third, that you'll see one prominent high, and that local high is going to happen when we expect to break through resistance, but instead we turn around and we break down through an important support level. There's a prominent trough there on a 1 month chart. There's a reversal on the fourth. Prominent reversal on the fourth. That'll be like on a 1 day chart. It'll stand out. I should say on a 1 month chart it'll stand out. And then on the fifth, there's an intentional fake out or shakeout, so be careful on the fifth. It looks like a support level's highlighted on that day. You want to go down? Here you go, buddy. On the 6th, we have one local high. It looks like, again, we're looking to break through a resistance level. Everybody's expecting us to break through. Instead, we fail, and we turn around and we break down through important support. It looks like a notable drop on the 7th, but there's a big move higher to fail that tested resistance. A big move to the upside, possibly trying to push the upper end of a range. On the 7th, we turn around and we move lower. Looks like I'm advised to protect my long investments somehow here on the 7th, early on the 7th, possibly on the 6th when we're moving higher. Yeah, and we have a higher high. It looks like I'm picking up on a higher high for XRP in August than we have in July. So we're likely going to do like a, let's say, that, and like that part will go into August. On the 8th, we have a breakdown to a support level. We bounce along that support level, and then we break down through multiple support levels. One local high, again, we're attempting to break through resistance level. Everybody's expecting this breakthrough, but we don't. We instead turn around and break down. On the 9th, we have a swing trade opportunity surrounding or involving the completion of a bullish trend. We successfully turn resistance into support. And one of the local highs, either Congress or leader of the crypto world, but one of the two is highlighted around that local high, and the other one we crisscross back and forth 3 times through the same price level. Yeah, it looks like we drop on the 7th to a trough. There's a trough somewhere on like the early on the 9th possibly, or the 8th or the 9th, it looks like. On the 10th we have sideways price swings with a bullish trend. One swing trade opportunity involving the completion of a bullish trend. And again, we have one local high. The behavior around that local high will be 3 crisscrosses through the same price level. On the 11th, we have an agreement between 2 leaders or a merger of some kind highlighted. There's a big move to the upside. Looks like overnight, gapping up on the 12th, in the morning of the 12th, and then rallying through the 12th to reach a month's crest or high there. Excuse me. It's going to be rallying along a diagonal support level, or trend line, I should say, breaking through horizontal resistance, meeting a secondary resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those two. And there's one local low in there that'll form from a sharp dip within a period of possibly within a period of bearish price swings, but there's a sharp dip in there, and the local high there will happen when we have 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level. On the 13th, we have an important resistance level, price level highlighted. There's one swing trade opportunity where we failed to break through that horizontal, or through that important technical level, and we break down through support. Out of the one local low that we have on the 13th, there's a notable move to the upside. On the 14th, we have a decline from a failed attempt to break through a resistance level we expect to break through again. Instead, we decline, and in the midst of that decline, there's an opportunity to open up, or to purchase some coin, if you will. Open long position. On the 15th, we have a price level highlighted again, an important technical level highlighted. We poke through it 3 times, marking a trade opportunity in the midst of those 3 pokes, and on the 3rd poke, we fall sharply. On the 16th, we have a swing trade opportunity involving a rally with an opportunity in it to open up a short position if possible, or hedge against long positions, however you want to do that. And there's 2 local lows. One local low, there's a big move to the upside out of that local low, and then the other one, I'm advised to be prudent. There may be multiple sneaky, looks like it's the low, but it's not kind of deal. On the 17th, we have one local high. Male leader is highlighted around the local high, and we have fast sudden move higher, marking the end of a period of volatility. Looks like towards the end of the day we have a decline that commences with a low at the end of the day on the 17th. We open even lower on the morning of the 18th. Looks like with a prominent trough or month's low here on the 18th-ish. Looks like out of that low early in the morning on the 18th, there's a big move to the upside, and the rally increases in momentum as we move forward throughout the day. Trade opportunity in the midst of that rally to open up a short position or hedge against long positions. However you can do that, I'm not sure. I'd love to learn. The one local high there, it's actually like a U-shaped dip around the local high. On the 19th, we have a sideways S formation that forms between a horizontal resistance and support. One local high with a U-shaped dip there. Another trade opportunity to open up a short position or protect against long positions in the midst of a rally. And another big move higher out of the one local low that looks to be midday. There's a big move to the upside. Another swing trade opportunity on the 20th has an important price level is highlighted at resistance. There's 3 pokes through that price level with this involving a trade opportunity in there, and then we fall sharply after that 3rd poke through the price level. Decline continues pretty notably on the 21st. Swing trade opportunity in there in the midst of a failed attempt to break through horizontal resistance, followed by a decline through an important support level. The one local low there's a big move higher out of that local low. 21st to make some money. On the 22nd, we have a big move to the upside, 2 local lows and a trade opportunity. The local lows, one of them, there may be multiple false, like sneaky, this isn't the low, but it looks like it's type of behavior. And the other local low, we have a big move up out of that local low. There's another opportunity there to hedge against long positions, protect against long positions in the midst of a rally. We have the universal hexagram on the 23rd, so there's a notable decline somewhere in here, but we also have the futility card, so a lot of headwinds making us think we're going lower. Somehow we move higher there, and then it looks like we likely have a gap down on 24th because we have a prominent trough or low there for the month, and a big move, an irrational move higher to reach a distant resistance level out of the trough on the 24th. The trade opportunity again to open up a short position in the midst of a rally. And then we revisit a crest on the 25th that was recently a past opportunity in the midst of some erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. The one local high there's a failed attempt to break through resistance. Everybody's expecting us to break through. Instead, we decline through support. And a reversal looks like towards the end of the day or first thing in the morning on the 26th. Whew, guys, I don't think I'm getting past. This is probably the last one I'm doing tonight. I don't have it in me anymore. We have a period of volatility on the 26th, with a sudden dip in that period of volatility, a cash-in opportunity somewhere towards the end of the day, a day trade opportunity in here on the 26th. Looks like one trade around a big move, rally moving higher, open, and an opportunity to open up a short position or protect against long positions. And then the other trade opportunity in the midst of 3 pokes through the same price level with a dip after the 3rd poke. On the 27th, we have volatility that increases in volatility as we move throughout the day. A failed attempt to break through key resistance, followed by a decline through key support level, and the one local low, there's a big move higher out of that local low. On the 28th, we have one local high and a U-shaped dip around that local high. We have a trade opportunity to hedge against long positions in the midst of a rally there. And out of the one local low, there's a big move to the upside. Now, the overall behavior is going to be a selling from a crest down to and through a support level, and then we rally back up to reuse that support level as support. On the 29th, out of a decline, we have a big move higher. We go from the bottom of a range all the way to the top of a range. On the 30th, we have a prominent decline and a swing trade opportunity in there involving 3 pokes through the same price level, followed by a decline after that 3rd poke. And the one local high there is going to be a failed attempt to break through a resistance. Everybody's expecting us to break through it. We don't break through it. Instead, we decline through a support level. A male leader highlighted on the 31st. One local high where we have 3 crisscrosses through the same price level and a swing trade opportunity there. However, I didn't notate it, so I'm not quite sure what it is. Oh, I'm exhausted. One thing to notate is that we have a higher high in August. However, it looks like that higher high in August doesn't last long, and we decline from it pretty notably. That's XRP for July 2022, my friends. Let me know you like this by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And guys, when you make that money, pay it forward. Oh, and more importantly, if you want to help us out, the channel, we're doing all this for free. It takes a lot of time. You can see how tired I am right now. If you're going to buy XRP, which I am, do it through the link in our description, and we'll get some credit through one of our affiliates. Much appreciated, my friends. I'll see you on the next one.